Okay. I think I'm lying. It's really hard to tell. Maybe we're in. Maybe we're in. All right. Hey there. Hi. So Nancy, I was trying to type what is an extra E between friends? I put one in your name. Hi, Brandy. How you doing? So that's crazy. All right. So getting ready to start here in a few minutes, but the thing was freezing up, and I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to go live, and I was going to have to reset it. So that's good news that it's working. So I'm going to try that again. See if this works better. Okay, yes. So I think I fixed my computer issues. I'm really hopeful. So hi, y'all. Welcome to Moon Directed. This is the Monday Night Live, where we are going to actually pull cards for 2021 for each sign of the zodiac. We're going to pull health, love, wealth, and destiny. Well, actually, I'm going to do health, wealth, love and destiny. I said that right, for everybody. So we'll do that. And then if you are in the live chat when I get done pulling the cards for everybody, hang around, because I will actually pull cards for every individual person and do a personalized reading for you. So it should be pretty cool. And I'm really hoping that we have a big turnout, because I want this to be kind of fun. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So there is time to let your friends know that we are live and we are going to pull cards for everybody. Hey, Cherokee, how's it going? You're not late. I'm early. Because people were typing in and they didn't know you could type in before I even got started. So I didn't want to lose. And I am early. What is that? That is a sign of my 2021, which would be so awesome to be a few minutes early instead of always barely making it or running late. So, yes, thank you. Here's your card, Cherokee. You got it? So these actually look like two little birds up here. So, all right, good. I can shuffle that in and be ready to go. So I do want to call on Archangel Michael to come and protect us and everyone in the chat during the course of this reading, to save us and protect us from negative psychic attacks, and just allow this to be a fun and safe space. I want to thank Uriel, as always, for helping to tap into the messages from the Akash and the ancient wisdom of lifetimes that I have had. I ask Archangel Gabriel to help the words to flow easy and to make sense, and that the messages are given and received in a clear manner. I ask Archangel Raphael to come and bring us healing, and also a special request to bring the information that we need about our health for the year ahead in 2021. I'm actually going to be using one of his decks. So pretty excited about that. I do want to call on our angels and our guides and our ancestors and anyone who would like to bring messages to those that will be viewing, to aid in giving clear and concise messages of hope and healing and guidance as we move forward. So, hey there, Brandy. So, how's it going? Hey there, Rui. I'm still working on remembering that, but I'm doing good. Please hit the thumbs up if you're in the chat. And I guess we are going to go ahead and get started. I want to see who we're opening with here. Jen said she'd be here. She was just putting away groceries. So the gang is going to be here. Cherokee, don't forget to remind your grandma, Denise. She'll be sad if she misses this. I didn't have a way of contacting her. Okay, so what is the order that we're going to pull these cards in this day? Okay, those really don't want to tell me, so we're going to give them a little bit more of a shake up. Okay, here we go. Ooh, Taurus. Taurus is up first. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. Yay. All right. So, Taurus, Nancy, perfect timing. We're going to cover for the collective each of the signs of the zodiac, and then we'll go through and we'll pull cards for each individual person also that is still here in the chat when I am done, to get you messages for health, wealth, love, and destiny for 2021. Oh. Huh. Okay. All right, Taurus, you're getting 2 for health. So what do we have here? You have, okay, so ask body for a message. So how do you ask your body for a message? You sit quietly, put your feet on the floor, and you center so that you can feel your body. And then you kind of start with your toes, and you wiggle your toes around a little. How does that feel? Then you deliberately feel up through the feet, through the arches, into the ankles, what feels tight, how do the calves feel? And the reason you're going to work your way up through your body in this manner is because you also have the word stretch came out. So there is going to be a need to feel where is the tightness so that you know how to do some stretches, so this is a year where releasing the tension for yourself through regular stretching exercises would be highly beneficial. Hey Dale, how's it going? Good to see you. So Taurus. Also, and it says ask your body for a message, but every time I look at that, I'm dyslexic and I keep seeing the word massage. So if we ever get the chance to be able to get back to being able to easily find people that will for massage therapy, I would recommend that a really good. Hey Denise, you made it. Good to see you. Happy New Year to y'all. Okay, so Taurus, for wealth. Here's what I ask folks who aspire to being fabulously rich. Well, there's a Taurus for you. Couldn't you just pretend you are a multi-millionaire? You know, right after you're done pretending that you're not. It's all pretend, the universe. So basically, what the universe is saying is count your blessings. Count your blessings and you'll realize how much you already have. Yes, ask for what you want. Be willing to work toward it. But there's so much more wealth than just money. So count all of your blessings. Okay, and so then for your those health, wealth, and this is love. Old souls use words very sparingly, except of course for I, love, thank you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now, the universe. Which sounds better than wow, now, I love you. Sequence is important. Yeah. So, wow, I love you now is better than wow, now I love you. So, keep it simple. And they sent you another one too. Of course, anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. Just depends on how much more you want from the adventure. Go for gobs. The universe, forgive, which is really interesting because if you guys have not checked out your readings that I did yesterday, there were messages from the dragons for the year. And one of the things I think that came up a lot, and I want to say it came up in Taurus's, was that being angry and upset and the need to forgive. And then you have for your destiny card this. It's number 20. That's soulmate energy. That's very pink chakra energy. And it says, companions love. Your destiny is about love. And so, gosh, keeping it simple, saying you love someone and being willing to forgive yourself and others is going to be a real benefit to you this year. So it says, the card speaks of passion, creation, union between lovers. Allow yourself to be truly seen and vulnerable. It is an important step in learning to trust. There are many levels of love which can be experienced, but this speaks of the deepest, most intimate of all unions. Through this deep connection, energy is in full flow. Love is source energy. Whether we experience the source alone through meditation or through our connection with another, it is still source. Enjoy it, play in it, and allow yourself to fully embrace all it has to offer. Wow. So for those of you who have, sun, moon, rising in Taurus, or those of you who are married to a Taurus, it looks like it could be a very exciting year of passion. Does not suck. Just going to say that. So anyway, I'm going to be drinking a lot of water today, I can tell. Yesterday really went through a lot of water because the dragon energy was really high. So we're going to do Virgo next. So Virgo in the house. That light seems really bright tonight. Don't know what to say about that. Hey Jen, good to see you. Yes, I could say synchronicity. I can say it. I even know what it means. I'm going to step off of the camera for just a second because I'm going to try to turn that light just a little out of my eyes, but without losing the benefit of having it. Holy cow. I think that's a little better. Or either the next step will be for me to go get some sunglasses. I have some really cool ones, so that would be fun. All right, so Virgo. I texted Amanda. She didn't respond. So, how was Christmas, everybody? Anybody have any interesting stories to share? I don't know of anybody, that traveled or came to see me or anything like that. Oh, wait, Cherokee did. It was really lovely to see you. Okay. Here we go, Virgo. Oh, thank you, Dale. I hope you had an awesome holiday too. So Virgo, for health, you have home health. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from you, the angels, and others in matters regarding my family and home. I think it was just a couple of weeks ago we were talking about how there seems to be this energy around your house of needing to allow others to help. So this seems to me like you may need to actually even get professional help to come in. Even if it's like, even if it's just, maybe you need to hire a professional house cleaner. I have a lot of clients. These are so I clean houses also, right? And so my clients usually have kids, pets, or they work from home. So basically, if you're in a situation where you just need a little extra help, or maybe you have taken on a family member that needs a little extra help and you need someone to come in, and help out there too. So just something to keep in mind, a little extra help around the house. As far as wealth goes, Virgo, you have planned the celebration now, sweep the floor, clean the slate, pick a date, window shop, buy a few things, go out on a limb, rearrange the furniture, pick some flowers, take some time off. No, not necessarily because the tipping point has been reached, but because this is how you reach it. So if there is something and you're trying so hard to bring in this energy as something positive into your life, it's fake it till you make it. Like it's setting the table, expecting someone to come to dinner, even if you haven't, it's the clearing the closet space for somebody to move in so that you can draw and attract to the relationship. So it's creating the energy in order to bring. So we're talking about money, right? So when you're talking about financial abundance coming in, then it is the matter of putting extra money aside because you know you have plenty. So that is putting money into the savings account every month, even though you think, well, I don't know, can I afford to do that? The answer is yes, you can afford to do it as long as you say you can. So I can put this $25 into the savings. I know that I will make it, or I can put this 250 or whatever the number is that, you know, 2,500, whatever it is that you're looking at, right? So it's acting as you already have what it is that you're seeking. And also, you have here, most don't stop to think, but both having money and not having money make fantastic adventures possible that wouldn't otherwise be possible. Same goes for having or not having anything else. So let's think about that for a second, right? So having and not having money make fantastic adventures possible. You know, that's okay. Wow. I've been in the position when you haven't had money, and I gotta see the adventure that comes with that is not really that much fun. So, okay. Um, so, but we did manage to have fun along the way. So I guess what they're saying again is it feels like we're coming right back to this counting your blessings. This feels like a need to be counting your blessings along the way and finding the joy in the moment and focusing on that. So I think, especially with that home help card there, it may be that you feel that you can't afford to have someone to come in to help with either a family member or a situation, but I think that the answer is that you can. And that once you make the decision to have the ability to do it, then the path lights up for you. The path will light up for you. So, Dale, quiet times at home sometimes are the best, honestly. Time to just soak it in. All right. On the love front, Virgo, it looks really good. And I noticed that in a recent reading. So you have Pucker Up Buttercup. You'll find what you seek, and what you give will come back. Okay? That all so far looks really good. Being fair and reasonable will earn you respect and admiration, but being genuinely kind will make you a total love magnet. So being totally kind. If you've ever suddenly found and been loved by someone amazing, awesome, fun, and fantastic, chances are astronomical that you will again. If you haven't found such a person, chances are astronomical you will. It's up to you, the universe. So what you seek will find, you will find. And when in doubt, give in. Let them have it. Surrender, make peace. And when there is no doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender, make peace. Did I make that a little easy? There is no doubt who is number one in my book. So when in doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender, make peace. You're being encouraged to you could be right or you could be happy. It's a kind of thing. So yeah. And sometimes being right makes me really happy, though, I have to say. Hello there, Adrian. Nice to see you. Be sure to hang around to the end when I pull cards for everyone this week, because I don't think I saw you last week at the end. Ooh. Here we go. Number 21. Look at all that loving looking energy there. And this is supposed to be destiny, but it's 21. That's 3. That's a community number. That's a number of growth. It says connections. You are opening to the vast knowledge and information obtained through previous lives to help you on your path in this life. Knowledge is coming to you now and will help you in understanding who you are and who you've been and who you are becoming. Seeing your connection to those people who are in your life today is helping you to understand the important roles we play in each other's lives. This is a time of fulfilling soul agreements and releasing old karma. So no kidding. That is definitely what we are all doing right now. We are releasing massive amounts of karma. Oh, it was that light, not that one that was bothering me. Okay, then. All right, so who's next? Who's next? Libra. Libra. Okay, let's see what's going on with Libra. Health, wealth, love, and destiny. Adrian, what are you anyways? I don't know your signs. Are you Gamer? Okay, is that Marletta? I know you're Nancy's friend, so you're a Scorpio. On your Leo. Okay. Do you know your moon or rising by any chance? There is lots of online calculators. Cafe Astrology has one. I like to use AstroTheme, but it's hard to to navigate their menu to find where you can get the charts done. But I like theirs because they put the North Node in. But so that's just something to kind of check out. But if you go in and you just put in your date of birth, you put in the place you were born, and you would need to know the time in order to get your rising sign. But you could, even without your knowing that, you could probably figure out your moon sign. The moon changes signs every 2.5 days, so sometimes it helps to know if it was like morning or evening, at least to help you narrow it down. This place that I live at, when I moved in, there's a guy that he was like, well, I don't know my moon. It's either Cancer or Gemini, but I feel like it's Gemini. And I started laughing. I go, you just said I feel it's Cancer. Like, that's a Cancer word, so there you go. All right, Libra, what do you have here? You have a health issue. Not all Libras, of course, but those of you that are dealing with a major health issue, you have, first off, you have Jesus, the divine healer. Thank you for healing power and presence, but you also have changed positions. So if you are a Libra and you this year come across some kind of a major health concern, get that second opinion. Get that second opinion. It's going to be really important. If you are dealing with a current one, so say you have diabetes, or you have something you've been dealing with, rheumatoid arthritis or something like that, and you're following the instructions, but it doesn't seem to be working the way you think it should be working. You're not feeling any better. It's something you've been dealing with. I know 1 year I had a really bad sinus infection, and it literally took, that was 3 months and several different doctors before I finally found one that figured out how to fix my problem. So if there is an ongoing health concern and your doctor doesn't seem to be resolving the issue, they may not have had enough experience, and it's okay to find someone else. Yes, I'm laughing at you right this moment, Cherokee. Okay, so in the arena of wealth, Libra, one of abundance's many corollaries is that the brighter your light shines, the more you attract everything, moths and butterflies, at which point you begin learning what to celebrate and what to let fly on by, or whom. So your high vibration, the more you shine, and it's true, the more you shine, you attract like light in, you attract opportunities, you attract. So we're talking about finances, right? So let your light shine, show off yourself in your best vibrational. Okay, so your high vibration and energy in across the spectrum. So be kind to people. Be happy. Play the happy music. By raising your vibration, you literally resonate with higher vibrational opportunities. They are also being warned that sometimes some things are too good to be true, and so it does take discernment to figure out what is really a good opportunity and what isn't. But Libra, you balance things, and so using your ability to analyze things. So stay in the high vibrational and allow yourself to weigh out, is this a good opportunity or not? So in the arena of love, you said you have, it's not only about being right. It is in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, who was strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. I'm putting my money on Libra on that one. So I'm thinking that in of love this year for Libra, you stepping into your superpower of being who you are, your ability to be able to step for a moment into someone else's shoes and see things from their point of view is going to work in your favor in any kind of a relationship, whether it's business or intimate, right? So that, I just kind of feel like the universe is giving you a pat on the back for being who you are right there. But I really do want to encourage you, if you are having a health concern of any sort and you feel like you are not getting the right answer, be willing to check with another doctor. Okay, so you have, for your destiny, you have a card that I've never seen before, and I've had this deck for a decade. It's number 42, which is a soulmate card. Can you hear my neighbors? At least they're saying, love you. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's see here. It says fairies. I got to tell you, this year I feel a lot of the energy of the elementals. I think because we need to stay grounded, but they have wings to fly, and with the energy shifting out of earth into the air, there's a lot of energy around the elementals. So here we go, fairies. You are being asked to watch situations that may get you fired up. Remember, every experience you have is a part of your learning. If you do find yourself in an uncomfortable situation, do your best to stay in the moment. Be mindful and do not allow yourself to slip back into old patterns. By staying true to who you are now, you will find the situation will resolve easily. The fairies are showing you the magic of staying present and heart-centered. So staying present, staying heart-centered, being in your superpower of recognizing the good in other people and their point of view. Their point of view, I feel like their point of view is like going to be like the watchword for the whole year for you in finances and in health matters, like taking in all that stuff and weighing out that information. So this year, Libra, being Libra, is going to be very, very beneficial to you. Like really embracing your ability to see things from multiple angles. But I don't want you to feel like your point of view doesn't matter, because of course it does. It really does. So I really want to welcome everybody that's in the chat. I want to welcome anybody who's watching. And if you're watching, if you could hit the thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. And if you'd pop into the chat and let me know who you are. I don't know. I heard, oh, I don't know that song either, Cherokee. Okay, so next up is Pisces. Excuse me, but I have to. It is late in my, I don't know, but what it is exactly about Monday nights that my contacts want to be annoying. That's what happened. Okay, so Pisces. Pisces. Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. You guys had a heck of an interesting reading yesterday. I really can't encourage everybody enough. I know it says weekly, but the dragons came in and they left messages for the new year for everybody. And wow, they were really something else. The energy was so strong and so powerful in those readings. So, all right, Pisces. Rui, are you still here? Because I know you have Pisces strong in your chart. Brandy has Pisces moon. I think Pisces moon, right? Or is it Pisces rising? I don't know. Okay. Okay, wow. So in matters of the health for Pisces this year, it has to do with your anxieties. So you have the first one that came in is prayer works, and I needed some more on that. We have forgiveness heals and a good night's sleep. And so it appears that this year, staying out of your, oh, you have the birth time. So just, Marlita, just put it in a cafe astrology. Cafe Astrology, if you go to that website and they will, you could put it in and you could get the sun, moon, and rising. I can't do it without going to a thing. So I can't do it right now. So we have, it looks like you're like stress over relationships. And anxiety might keep you awake at night. So this is where literally turning things over to God, not needing to control it, and not worrying about it, like trusting that things are going to work out the way they're supposed to, and not hanging on to anger and I keep hearing upsetness, which is the Lucky Mermaid uses that phrase, that word, and it's not a real word, but I love the way it sounds. So it kind of is a word now. So things that upset you, be willing to let them go and not let it cost you your sleep. And make sure also with a good night's sleep coming in here that you keep regular hours of when you wake up and when you go to bed. It helps to balance out your whole body system, the hormones when they release and stuff. So you have for wealth, you want to know what you want because you know it's possible. And if it wasn't, you wouldn't. So this is a powerful embrace. This is powerful. Embrace it for whatever else you believe or don't believe. This belief alone can take you the distance. When I was doing your reading yesterday for the year ahead, it is something that you will not see the results of right away, but be patient, because whatever it is that you guys are working on, Pisces, there's something big coming from it. And so it feels like it's going to definitely take patience and time. If that's one of the things that you're worried about here, just, allow that to not worry. Don't worry about it. Trust that it's going to happen. It is your belief system that is going to take you there. And also you have every fortune, gold medal and trophy, every comeback, triumph, and celebration, every kiss, hug, and hand held was first a thought, a whisper, or a dream. And so that was the big message yesterday for the year ahead. That was the big takeaway, that if you really focus on what it is that you want, what it is that you just go, you're going to have to do some work, but it's going to take patience. It's not going to come quickly. But it's coming. It is most definitely coming. And so hanging on to that belief for whatever it was a very creative aspect. It was a new something or other that you were going to be focusing time and energy on. So that it would be in the financial realm does not surprise me based on what I saw yesterday. So in the arena of love, you have things are about to get really juicy. Okay, that's Pisces. You're due for a really great year. I could tell. So a little heads up on an addiction that afflicts all really old souls. Giving love eventually becomes even greater need than receiving love. Pisces, you give and you give and you give, and so they're basically saying that's not. There's nothing wrong with that. Try to keep it a little in balance, right? But your willingness to share of yourself and your heart and your emotions and staying in the attitude of gratitude and being willing to forgive others and yourself for being human, you are setting up for a really good year, despite what's going to be in a lot of ways challenging. So yes. So Rui, yes. I think Jupiter in Pisces is going to be what works for Pisces over the next 2 years. And Jupiter dips into Pisces for a little while and then pulls back out and then goes in for next year. And so I think that Jupiter in Pisces is going to be really, really nice. Oh, you have a Pisces moon? So do I. So do I, Marlita. And so does somebody else here. I've lost track. Oh, this card again. This card again. About connections. So, Pisces, connections. You are opening to the vast knowledge and information obtained through previous lives to help you on your path in this life. This knowledge coming to you now will help you in understanding who you are, who you've been, and who you are becoming. Seeing your connection to those people who are in your life today is helping you to understand the important roles we play in each other's lives. This is a time of fulfilling old soul agreements and releasing old karma. This is why you have to be willing to forgive. This is a time of letting that stuff go to raise your vibration. When you recognize that in different lifetimes you've played different roles, as is everyone else, and when we look at our charts, we can see where it is that we came here to learn specific lessons, to teach and to learn. And so in this lifetime, you could be the most beautiful, kindest, nicest person ever. And we're talking about Pisces, so you probably are. And in a past lifetime, you could have been Attila the Hun. It is playing in different roles that you learn things and you grow. And so being angry and upset with someone who agreed, the souls are all beautiful. But when they come into this lifetime, they take on different roles. And they agreed to play the tough one maybe in this lifetime. And so, you know, it's forgiving yourself and it's forgiving others. And I found that for me personally, that learning how to forgive myself was the hardest step. Once I managed to do that, like, what do you mean I'm not perfect? What do you mean I make mistakes? I don't want to make mistakes. Well, no, wait, it's okay. When I got to the part where it's okay to screw things up. It's okay to not get it right. That's how you learn and you grow. When I was able to do that for myself, everybody else was like, oh, they're just having their human experience, and it becomes a lot easier. So with this lifetime, with us releasing so much karma, and so many people that came into this lifetime are carrying in some very dense karma, because this is the lifetime where the energy is spinning faster and faster and faster. We have the ability to jettison more of it a lot easier. Then definitely forgiving other people is the best way to go about it, because we're all just here trying to clear that stuff out so that we can lighten the burden for each of us and then for the collective. So, all right, Cherokee Sagittarius is up. Do we have any other Sagittariuses here? So Nancy is still here. Is Adrian still here? I don't see her. Forget what she said. She was Leo. Okay. We're not there yet. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have massage. You also have acceptance. Please help me to accept that everything is going in the right direction. That is that. Don't be impatient. Don't be anxious. Don't be trying to control every minute thing. Hey, Adrian, okay. Don't be trying to what is the word I want? Oh, don't be Cherokee. Now, you know what I mean? Don't feel like it is. You don't need to know everything right now. You need to trust. I think this is the year where you really learn to trust, because you are releasing and you are letting go in order so you can move things forward. So you have to be willing to accept things as they come, in the form that they come, and just really trust. You know, you put in your order, you've expressed to the universe what it is that you are trying to do here. You did it before you came and incarnated, you know, and a lot of us, we do it on a regular basis as we go through. But once we've set those intentions and we set that goal for ourselves and we steadily move toward it, constantly trying to figure out if everything's working the way it's supposed to creates blockages, when if you could just get in flow with spirit, it moves so much easier. So as far as wealth, not having enough money is never the problem, it seems. That is true. We always can manifest what we really need. We can always manifest what we really need. Sometimes we have to make some adjustments. A lot of times what we have to adjust is our attitude. But it says, first, lack is always temporary, and second, change is only ever a few thoughts away. And it's not like you haven't performed miracles before. So not having enough money is never the problem, it seems. That might be another situation where Sagittarius, you need to be in a little bit of an accepting situation. This energy is so, what you focus on is what you're going to manifest. So focusing on counting your blessings allows you to be in the frequency where you actually attract opportunities to you. Focusing on what you don't have, the universe. So when you say things like, oh, every time I get a couple of extra dollars, all of a sudden something breaks and I have to spend it on that. Trust me, the next time you get a couple extra dollars, something's going to break and you have to spend it on it. Because you put that out there. So instead, say things like, I always have more than enough and there's always more on the way. You know, I'll give you an example. My last semester of college, I didn't have the money for it, but I signed up for the classes. I bought the books. I scheduled my clients so I could take the courses. I did everything I needed to do. And then my clients that year were very generous with the Christmas bonuses, and I needed a certain amount of money to pay for my classes, and I got that plus an extra $200. So because every night I just said, well, I know I'm going. I always have more than enough, and there's always more in the way. And I did have more than enough by $200. So this is the second time this card has come up. So Sagittarius, you have, it's not only about being right. I think Libra had this card. In all tests of character, where 2 points of view are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who is right or wrong, who is strong or weak, who is wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. Don't you agree? So, yeah. So Sagittarius, if you have Libra strong in your chart, or if you're involved with Libra, don't get caught up in who's right or wrong. Make the effort to see things from each other's point of view. Thank you so much for all your help today in the chat, Cherokee. You're always amazing. Look at you rocking it. I thank you very much for your help. All right, so Destiny card for Sagittarius. Ooh, nice. I have 17. Look at that. Kind of looks like a seahorse. Definitely looks like a spiral. It definitely has that galactic feel to it that I got when I was doing the Sagittarius reading. Says treasures. What was once hidden from view can now be seen. Lying within you are many inner treasures and gifts. This is your time of discovery. You have special and unique skills that you have hidden like pearls in a shell. Like pearls in a shell. It is happening now. Stay grounded and clear. The spiral in the card shows the universal energies are working with you to help uncover what lies within. Understand, however, that once fully uncovered, you will be asked to use these gifts in service of others and the planet. Sagittarius, you guys, are opening up for a really big year. Like, I can't even tell you, when I was doing your reading, I believe it was your reading where I was out in the freaking galactic, the stars and the energy. Oh, I'm sure it was you. I'm sure that was your reading. It was amazing. You guys have a lot of big stuff going on this year. So I really want to encourage you to take the time to have a really good meditation practice. Make the space and allow everybody, the Sagittarius are going to get the downloads. Tune in to receive them, like to recognize that they're there. Everybody's getting them, but whether or not you notice them, everybody, when I say everybody, I mean all the signs of the zodiac are. But the ones for Sagittarius felt very empowering. Like a need to connect with what's going on out there. So like, not so much was it was galactic. It was galactic energy. Okay, next up we have Capricorn. Woo, woo. Let's hear it for the Caps. We got Capricorn in the house. I know Brandy is here. All right, Capricorn. Oh, man. Okay. Capricorn. Oh yeah, DL, there you are. All right, Capricorn. Health for Capricorn. Oh, okay. Capricorn. It's about the food, Capricorn. So you have improving health. Thank you for your comforting reassurance about the situation. But we have consult a nutritionist. I turn my eating over to you and ask you to guide me to the foods and the beverages that taste good and are fulfilling and support my ideal health and weight. This is because Gemini is in the North Node. The North Node is Gemini, I should say. That's the 6th house of balance and health. And so that food would come up for Capricorn this year is not a surprise to me at all. And as far as health concerns go, I mean, at least it's when it's pretty easy to manage by, paying attention to what it is that you eat. I'm a Capricorn rising, and recently I had, due to COVID, it created a lot of inflammation in my body. It threw off my hormones, and I ended up with some serious issues. And eating specific foods at specific times is bringing my hormones back into balance. But that's why. It'll be a good thing when I get through the yummy cookies that are in my house. But I've been really good. I've been impressed with myself. So, wealth. Okay, so we just talked about this with Sagittarius. Not having enough money is never the problem, it seems. First, lack is always temporary. And lack is again, the energy to manifest is so strong. There is no reason to stay in that energy because that just creates more of it. The attitude of lack. And so I'm getting ready to start a podcast with my friend Nancy from Canada, and this was actually one of the things we were going to talk about was the gratitude and how that works. And so she likes to keep a gratitude journal, and thank you, Nancy. She likes to keep a gratitude journal, and I find that. So I'm driving along today and I see this beautiful hawk sitting at the top of this tree. It was so stunning. And in that moment, I'm like, wow, I'm so happy I saw that. Or when I'm running late, I don't get mad at the red lights. I'm like excited when I get a green light. And so I practice gratitude in the moment because that makes me feel abundant every moment. She likes to sit down at the end of the day and write out her gratitude journal. So what works for you? Right? But it is definitely about counting your blessings and recognizing how much you actually have and not what's missing. Because when you raise your vibration, then you create space to bring in the opportunities that are higher vibrational energies. And that's where the good stuff is. So, okay, Capricorn, love looks good. You are adored. Who doesn't like that? It says, don't be fooled by the players and don't be fooled by yourself. There is no one more lovable nor loved than you. And I know everyone, the universe. So I think I didn't finish reading this card. So it says, first, lack is always temporary. Second, change is only ever a few thoughts away. And third, it's not like you haven't performed miracles before. You can bring in the money. You can create that and manifest this. And this is, if you're feeling a lack in the love department, don't be fooled by the players and don't be fooled by yourself. There is no one more lovable nor loved than you. And I know everyone, the universe. And then you also have be true to yourself. And so I think the message is you don't need to change yourself to attract somebody in. Just being who you are, you will find someone who resonates at that level. Gosh, I was married to this guy who lied to me about every freaking thing ever, including what he did for a living. And when I found out, he was like, I don't understand. Why can't you just accept me for who I am? And I was like, because who you are, by the way, he was a drug dealer, is not who I can be with. Like, don't lie to me about who you are and then say, why can't you accept me? So, you know, he then he got a relationship with somebody who is cool with what he does. Excellent. They're happy. That's great. But that is not, he had to be who he was to find someone who would resonate with who he was. And, you know, I'm going to be who I am, and I will find someone who resonates with that energy level. And if they can't, then they're not the right person. Trying to shoehorn yourself into a shoe that's 2 sizes too small doesn't make any sense. You know, so be who you are, right, Adrian? I know. Like, I had no idea either, so I don't know what that says about me. Like, that was before I woke up and recognized all my intuition. I should have really, wish I could have gotten there sooner. So there's just these things, right? There's just these things where it's like, if you are who you are, when people say, well, how do I meet someone? Go do your life. Go live your life doing the things that make you happy. That's where you will run into people who those kind of things also make them happy. That's where you find them. You know, it's not at the bar unless you're really a barfly, in which case you will find the right person, right? So be true to who you are. You may not ever understand what's going on in their life, but you can always figure out what's going on in yours. And anyone who follows me at all knows that when I do a love reading, I am not going to tell you what your person is thinking. I'm not going to tell you what your person feels about you. I don't like those readings. I want to know, what do you think about you and what are you doing for yourself? Because that self-love, that is the most important love that you're going to have. So fall in love with yourself and the right person will show up. I truly believe that, right? Adrian, I gotta tell you, I just love the that little face followed by the laughing ones. That is perfect. That is exactly how I felt. Oh my God. All right. Destiny for Capricorns. You have the, first off, it's 23. It's 5 for change. It sort of sounds like that, Dale. It actually really does. Neil, I mean, if you want to go back to work, then here's what I would do. If I was laid off of work and I know that they'll be calling people back, then I would keep the same schedule if I was working. I would get up in the morning, I would get dressed as though I was going to work, and I would do stuff throughout the day. I would create the energy around me as though I was working. And, that's what I would do, because it's all energy. And so, and I would keep contact with the people at work in the same way that I used to before when I worked there. And I would continue to be a part of that, because that energy is what, Gretchen, you made it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I have not done Leo or Gemini yet, so you are not late. You're perfect timing. All right, so that's what I would do. I would create my life as though I was still working. And so during the business hours, I would do things that need to be done, and I would work those 8 hours or whatever. But I would do stuff to get stuff done around my house, but I would still make it a work day. So just to create that energy around it. And I would never, ever say to myself, I didn't think that I was going back. I'd be like, well, I'm going to get this done, because when I go back, I'm going to be happy that I already got this done. And look at this card right here, says magical. Embrace the magic within all of your day-to-day experiences. Think back to the days of childhood when anything could happen. Begin to expect the unexpected. Many small yet wonderful surprises are coming your way. This is the calling of the universe to return to the childlike wonder and belief that anything can happen. Look for the magical in the mundane and watch as it transforms from the ordinary into a mystical adventure of the unexpected. Super cool. And it's 5. It's not only magical, it's magical changes. So really nice. Really nice. Okay. All right. Well, Dale, I would say that at that time you will find out when they're going to be calling you back. It's in the way you speak about it. Okay, Denise, we're going to do Cancer right now. They're next. Okay. I would just be confident. I would decide that I'm going back to work, and and at the same time, I mean, if that's where you want to go, or you could look at it as an opportunity to pursue something else that you've always wanted to do. You have a choice. On how what you want to do. It's 6 months. Wow. Denise is ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for that Cancer stuff. Okay. All right. All right, let's go. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. What is the best advice for health? I'm laughing because I did a reading for myself, and one of the cards that showed up for Capricorn, I got that one, and then one that shows up for Cancer, and I'm Cancer Capricorn, showed up here, and we have sobriety, which is funny because I don't drink, but I do eat a lot of sugar, or I did eat a lot of sugar, and I had to take that out. And so again, it's about your diet. And it says, thank you for adjusting my cravings to healthful direction so that I only desire life-affirming foods and beverages. So for some cancers, this could be alcohol and or recreational drugs, or some of us are, have to deal with our sugar addictions or other things. So each body is different. And if you listen to your body, by that I mean, when you eat something, how do you feel afterwards? Do you feel sluggish? Do you feel invigorated? Do you feel refreshed? Do you feel energized? How does it feel? And so as you really start paying attention, your body is telling you what works for you and what doesn't. And so working around that energy. And the other thing you have is recovery, which again, if you have a substance abuse issue and you have recovery, this is beautiful to come together. And substance abuse also could be, in my case, caffeine. They keep telling me I'm not supposed to have so much caffeine, and I'm thinking, how am I supposed to run my life? Okay, so thank you for holding my hand throughout my recovery and on the path of radiant health. So it also could be a recovery from an illness or anything, so a nice combination of not craving what what does not serve. And then this energy of healing moving forward. So again, Archangel Raphael, if you're dealing with any kind of health concerns this year, asking him for help. Asking him for help. Okay, wealth for Cancers. And also, you probably need to drink more water. Everybody. Just saying. I don't think the world is hydrated enough. Okay. Like waves eternally lapping at the shore, the universe is eternally knocking at your door with abundance and riches beyond anything you can imagine, if only you knew. That means there's lots of opportunities for abundance. Remember, it's about counting your blessings, being able to see the opportunities, being able to be open to them and willing to take that in. Hold on, I'm reading the chat for a second. Oh, okay, Rui, I get it. Yep. Time to focus more on, yep. Okay, yes. Focusing on your health concerns. But there's so many things in life that you don't need to try to control, but apparently what we put into our bodies, by what we listen to, are we listening to gossip? Are we listening to negative people, negative news stories? That's taking stuff into our bodies. And then also the food we eat, that's taking stuff into our bodies, or the substances that, smoking or drinking or whatever. Those are things that we have more control over than we necessarily exercise. And this is a year where kept hearing Metatron talking about the need to put our health in balance for all signs. I was hearing so much about that. So I heard it. It wasn't my channeling. Jenny Burek was channeling Metatron, and it kept coming up. So there's just something to keep in mind. So the other one says, go way out. Think beyond your present dreams to the dreams that you will dream once they have already come true. And then when you can clearly see how confident you will walk and how proud you will feel, start walking and feeling like that today. It is exactly what I was talking about. It's fake it till you make it. It's knowing how you will feel when you have the financial abundance that you're looking for. But it's not about how much money. It's about feeling safe and secure, especially in Cancer. Man, the reason Cancer wants financial abundance is not because they need all the toys. It's because they want to feel safe and secure in their home, like I am protected, my family is protected, and I don't want to worry every month about if I can pay the bills, keep the electricity on, is there food on the table. Like living that way is so difficult. And, you know, so it is about feeling. Is anyone else buffering, or is it just Dale? Because I don't have that happening here, so I don't know if it's me. But, you know, I did contact Xfinity and finally talked to someone. I talked to someone who seemed to know what was going on, and she split my signal, and I think it's working better. So, so the thing is, Cancer, it's the feeling of safety and security. So you imagine what that feels like, and you seal that into your heart. And when you start to stress about money, you focus in instead on what would it feel like to feel like you're safe and secure and all your needs are being met and you don't have to worry. And how does that feel? And you focus on that, and that creates this heart resonance, which will raise your vibration, and it'll bring in okay, thank you, Cherokee. So refreshing the page if it's buffering. Okay, all right, let's see what you have for love. Denise, did that make sense to you? It is about focusing on the feeling of feeling safe and secure and not worrying. Worry just creates more things to worry about. So focusing in on what it feels like. So for love, Cancer, there's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. Guidance and attention, help, maybe, love, always, criticism, never. The question was what to give others, if anything at all. So what do you give others? You give them guidance, attention, help, maybe. You always give love, and you never give criticism. That is how you create a relationship. Oh, right? Okay, yeah. And then I heart you. If everyone really knew how much they were loved, not only from above, but by those in their lives, there would be little hearts drawn on everything from wheelbarrows to skyscrapers and jumbo jets. And I so look forward to that day. I heart you. You know what's so funny is I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone the other day, and I said to her, I love you. And she was like, oh, and she was really uncomfortable, didn't know what to do with it. I was like, well, I don't want to have sex with you. I just said, I love you. You're like family to me. And she was like really uncomfortable and got off the phone, and I laughed. I was like, okay, so don't do that to her again. She can't handle it. Okay, so, and you have what it takes. Love, it says, always follow your heart unless it's been broken, and then you must lead it back into the home. Lead it back into love. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? You have to be willing to open up and love. It starts with loving yourself, though, every time. It starts with loving yourself every time. So, and it's apparently Cancer, that nurturing mother energy. I've found that most people don't want you to, because you don't have a Cancer, right? They don't want to be mothered to death. They don't want you to fix everything, and they don't want your advice on everything. It's fine if they come and ask for it, but especially when they're your kids. Like, my kids never watch my videos. They don't want to know what I think. You know, so there you go. And really, they should. Oh my gosh. All right. Wow. You have a ton of cards here. What happened here? Okay. Okay, so this card, third time out today, connections. Seems to be important that the whole world knows about this one. All right, so connections. You are opening to the vast knowledge and the information attained through previous lives, help you on your path in this life. This is because of all this karma that's being released, and because we're receiving these energy waves from the age of Aquarius coming on in, right? And so the knowledge coming to you now will help you in understanding who you are and who you've been and who you're becoming. Seeing your connection to those people who are in your life is helping you to understand the important roles we play in each other's lives. This is a time of fulfilling soul agreements and releasing old karma. Period. End of sentence. I mean, that is for everybody. That is what we are all doing here right now, is we are releasing and we are healing and we are lifting up and getting ready to move forward here. And then you have the royal order. We play important roles in each other's lives. We aid each other on the journey to oneness and ascension. Before we can play an integral role in helping others, we have to first take care of ourselves. The royal order is about keeping within the divine order of life. Be sure to care for the physical vessel that is you. Again, with the health, like for everybody, this is the thing this year. Take care of your physical body. It needs to run and function properly. You have an important part to play in the lives of others, so make sure you take care of yourself first. You got to put your oxygen mask on first when the pressure falls in the cabin of the airplane, right before you can reach over and help anyone else. And you have the creation card. You are a creator. When this card appears, it signifies a strengthening in your energetic field to bring those things which you require into physical manifestation. Creation is happening quickly from thought into form. This is what I'm seeing, from thought into form. If you are thinking about abundance, you are creating it and manifesting it. You know, especially if you can feel the joy and the comfort and the way it makes you feel good about having it, then you can bring that in. If you are in the energy of lack and fear, you're going to create the things that you fear. So what you think about, you are absolutely going to manifest. So go for the high vibe stuff. It's going to be important. So creation is happening quickly from thought into form. Be conscious of what your thoughts are having. You are having the time between the thought and its appearance in the physical will be quick. Now is time to get clear about what you desire in your life. The universal energies are working with you to bring your desire to fruition. So let me give you two. Oh, great, Nancy. I am glad. Okay, so let me give you two quick examples while I'm shuffling these cards of how quickly I have manifested things just from simply thinking about them over the past couple of weeks. This necklace that Brandy got me, thank you so much, Brandy. I saw it and I put it in my shopping cart and I said, oh, I think I'll wait till January to get it. I really want that. And then it showed up in my mailbox. I didn't even get it. It manifested up by itself. And then the other day, I was thinking, I was having this video call with my daughter for Christmas. She lives in another country. And I was thinking, I wonder if my son wants to join. And my son doesn't always want to talk to me. So I was like, if I ask him, he might not want to do it. It would be better if my daughter asked him. And so I was trying to think, well, I don't know. Should I do this? Should I not do this? And finally, I waited too long, and it's Christmas Eve. And so I text him, and I'm like, hey, do you want to be on this video call with your sister with me tomorrow? And he's like, sure. And I'm like, what? That's so cool. So then I go to message my daughter to say, hey, look, your brother wants to be on the call. But there was a message from her 3 days before. She had already asked him if he wanted to do that. So that was when I had started thinking about it. So I didn't even have to do anything, and both things happened. And I'm telling you right now, and I got this message from Spirit 2 weeks ago that said, stop complaining. Like, that's literally what they said. And I thought, oh, if I'm manifesting whatever it is I'm barely thinking about, I need to stop complaining, right? So And it's not just me. That is the energy of right now. Because I bet if any of you take a moment to think about it, there is something that you've recently thought about, and then all of a sudden it appeared. And so I really want to encourage you to remember the importance of what you're thinking about, you're manifesting right now. So choose carefully. All right, we're doing Aquarius next. All right. What am I missing here? Okay, Denise, it was resonating. Yes, don't worry, be happy. Yeah, you know what? I do think you would really enjoy Abraham Hicks. I think you really would. Okay, Aquarius, you have, again, don't worry, be happy. It says, give us your cares. I am willing to release any fears to, dear Archangel Raphael and God, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can finally guide me in this situation. And please help me to enjoy the benefits of sunshine, be safe in healthy ways. Okay. Get out. Some of the energy waves that are coming in through the sun. So first off, being out in the sunlight and getting that sun on you will help you get some of these downloads that are coming in. But also, this carrying around the burden and the worries and the fears. Again, they're manifesting. So being out in the sunlight whenever possible is also a mood enhancer, which helps to manage anxiety and depression. So there's that. I'm also going to say, though, vitamin D, I keep hearing it, so I'm saying it. Vitamin D, a lot of times, especially in Michigan, there's just not very much sun in the winter, and vitamin D we get from the sun, and it really helps with helping anxiety and worries to be under control. And so many people in Michigan have really low vitamin D. So if you're feeling a little down, a little blue, try that also. But getting out in nature, going for a walk, and trusting that you're getting guidance and help on the way with this. And I just would like to ask you all, if you are in the chat and you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, if you could do that, that really does help the analytics, and I super appreciate it. So for wealth, you have a lot. So let me look at what we have here. What if we change the word work to dance with life? Instead of viewing it as an alternate to fishing or as a way of paying our dues, we saw it as a chance to meet a parade of new friends, discover our own untested potentials and unpolished gifts, and open avenues for abundance to come pouring in lives. Yeah, I bet the lottery sales would plummet. So, Joanne Roby from Anne Arundel and Company, she has this phrase she uses is plurk, play plus work. And that their work is as fun as you decide to make it, right? And so choosing to find the joy in it. So I was playing around with that, and I was writing my thank you, the end of the year thank you cards that I always send to my clients. And I wrote to this one, I used the word plurk in there, and then I said I was going to write joy plus work, but then it would come out as jerk, so I didn't do that. She just started laughing. But I'm like, it should be a joy to go to work, and if it's not a joy to be at your job, then that's something to think about. What can you do about that? Because you can totally change that. Sometimes you can change it by choosing your attitude, but sometimes, you know, you might need to change your job. And so you're just going to have to take a look at that. But it says here, while it is often thought that happiness may spring from some serious bucks, it actually works better the other way around. Again, it's about enjoying where you're working, and so much more awaits you. There will come a day when you look back at where you've been and where you are now, and you'll call this your warm-up years. More love, more fun, more friends, more laughter, more thoughts, more things, more, lots more. So then it says, "You're so cute, the universe." This is about the using joy as a way to manifest abundance into your life, Aquarius. So finding what brings you the joy and the happiness. Really, you know, sometimes it's the people you work with, sometimes it's the work, sometimes if you're really lucky, it's both. But if you're just showing up for a paycheck, you have the ability to manifest joy in your life. Wow. Okay. And then we have love. Those you love, love you. To be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they're watching. Those you love, love you. And then you have karma is on your side. Yes. Okay. If you could read all of the minds that I read, hear all the prayers that I hear, and beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you'd even believe how often you're thought of, talked about, and fallen in love with. It is payback time. That is so nice. So Aquarius, if you're wondering if someone out there cares about you, apparently they do. And then you were born with the it quality. Do you want to know what's really beautiful? Confidence. Do you want to know what's really powerful? Persistence. Do you want to know what's really sexy? Please. I know about sexy. Not needing to be needed. And if still they don't notice your good looks, your strength, your sachet, could you feel more sorry for them? You have what it takes. It looks like they want you, but in case they don't, then then there's plenty that do. So don't sell yourself short. All right, destiny card for Aquarius. I see a foot. Do you see the foot? Right there. Okay. Looks like pregnancy. All right. Number 14. Footprints. Okay, so it is a foot. Footprints. You have beautiful intentions of doing well in this world and having a lasting positive effect on the planet. This is part of the divine plan you created for yourself before you came here. Those inner aspirations you feel and those daydreams associated with them are whispering of your soul calling to you for your purpose. This is part of your journey. The time has come to take the steps necessary to set this dream in motion. Aquarius, you have been tapped. You have been tapped. It is time. The energy is moving into Aquarius. You have been tapped. Okay, so we have Gemini, followed by Leo, Aries, and then Scorpio. That's what's left. All right, so Gemini, you're up. Aquarius, it is time. It is go time. Oh, well, so we all have Aquarius somewhere in our chart, but if she is a Capricorn, Let's just say if she ends up being an Aquarius sun, your sister's gonna kill people. Because the due date's what, the 7th? And that would be the baby being born like 2 weeks later. Oh. Hi, Elena. Oh, happy to have you here. Hang in there because we just have 4 more to go, and then we're going to start doing the pulling cards for everybody that's in the chat. So thanks for being here. Be sure to hit the thumbs up and welcome to the group. Cherokee is moderating for me tonight. You're doing a beautiful job. Okay, Gemini. Are you still with us, Gretchen? Because here we go. And then we got Leo coming in for Adrian. Gemini, you have massage. Help me to know that I deserve to receive massages and other self-care treatments. Gemini, looks like with the North Node supporting you this year, health is not your big issue. It is just feeling worthy of all the good stuff that comes your way. Oh, she's getting induced on New Year's Eve. She trying to get that first baby of the year thing. That would be cool. That can be financially rewarding. All right. Gemini, you're wondering how would be as silly as me wondering why. I don't, and neither should you. So, financially, what is it that you want to feel? Don't worry about the how. So it's taking that first step in that direction, and then it's being willing to allow the universe to light the way up as you go forward. It says, why do rich people daydream or visualize about whatever they want? And what do poor people daydream and visualize about? Yeah, whatever they want. It's the same thing. It is what you think about is what you're going to manifest. So stay in the energy of what it is you want to feel when you achieve this, and take some steps toward it, but you don't need to know the whole path. Opportunities are going to come up. There is a need to be aware and paying attention, but I don't think it. The extra paycheck. Oh, the government paycheck. Well, that's funny. Okay. For love, you have honor thyself, Gemini. Just curious, when was the last time you looked in the mirror and addressed yourself as gorgeous, magnificent, or sublime? It really matters. It really matters. How you look at yourself is how you put the energy out into the world, right? The world reflects back to us always what it is we see in ourselves. So if we see negative stuff about ourselves, and this isn't just physical, but like mentally, like if you think that you have this whatever problem and you keep meeting people that tell you have that problem, is because you think that yourself. Otherwise, you wouldn't be hearing that. So if you thought that you were amazing, then you would meet people who think you are amazing. And so the same with the way you look. So always honor how you look and understand that you are gorgeous. You might not know now, but you will. Think of someone very, very special to you. Now feel yourself bursting with love for them. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak them in that love. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak yourself in my love. Now feel it always. So if you're trying to attract in a relationship and you don't even, it could be someone that you know that you've just started meeting, or it could be a relationship you've been in long term, but some of the magic's fallen out of it. Or it could be that you want to manifest this relationship. Just picture the love of your life and you don't necessarily have to know who that is, and then just picture yourself being so in love with them. How would that feel? And hang on to that. And say a prayer every day for this person that you know is coming into your life, that they are getting everything that they need in order to be an excellent partner for you, and that you're getting everything that you need in order to be an excellent partner for them, and that when the time is right, it will happen, and you hold on to that. And so these are the things that you can do to help manifest that in. And then you have, again, there's a deeper reason for each of your questions. You know, guidance, intention, help, maybe, love, always, criticism, never. The question was what to give others, if anything at all. So to recap in a way that makes sense, sometimes give attention, guidance, and help. Always give love, and criticism, never. Everybody's just trying to do the best they can. Truly. All right. Your destiny, Gemini. Destiny for Gemini. Oh my goodness. All right. Gemini with the North Node in your sign. No wonder you have so much. Okay, so you have number 5, change. This is, I think, a pathway. You have number 13. That looks very root chakra oriented. And then this is very spiritually oriented, number 19. All right, so let's see what they have to say. Okay, boundless. This is a card without limits. It is eternal and infinite. Either you are just beginning to experience your own unlimited nature, or you are holding yourself back from it. This card asks you to remove any doubts or fears you may have, move forward in faith, knowing that the only limits you will ever experience are the ones you have created for yourself based on your own beliefs. A world without boundaries or limits is opening to you. Anything and everything is possible. I've been holding it upside down, but it doesn't matter because it's limitless. I mean, this is a beautiful card. And then number 13, I say it doesn't matter, and therefore it doesn't. I decree it, and it is so. I'm manifesting for myself here, people. Okay, we have rebirth. Now is the time for a quiet retreat and rest. It is a wonderful opportunity to nourish your heart, mind, and soul. The Universal Mother has taken you into her womb in preparation for a rebirth. You are being called to rediscover yourself. Take clear evaluation of your life, relationships, and your own self-worth. Take time away in solitude. During this time of reflection, you may notice that things no longer serve you. Simply fall away. Things will change during this powerful process. It is okay. Everything is exactly how it should be. Boy, is that North Node in your sign. The North Node in Gemini is an opportunity for you to look to the future, to let go of long-held beliefs that no longer serve you, to let things shift and change, and be curious and interested and excited about the future. You guys. Oh my gosh. All right, we got Scorpio. All right. All right, and then we have clarity. A beautiful clarity has begun for you. Your mental, physical, and emotional bodies are undergoing a detoxification process. You may have already noticed that your thought process are more clear and exact. Your physical body is running more energy, and old emotional issues are being released from the cells. And when I see this, I think back to that massage card that you have, Rolfing Massage, ROLPHING, I believe is how you spell it, Rolfing, is deep tissue massage that helps release a lot of energy out of your body. So that is be very beneficial. So your body is running more energy, and old emotional issues are being released from the cells. Once this cleanse is complete, you can look forward to experiencing more joy and contentment in life. This clarity also brings with it a deeper understanding of your purpose here on Earth. You are being renewed in every way, Gemini. You are, the next year, 2021 is definitely the year where you will find a lot of shifts and changes. You will change relationships. You will change social situations. You may change jobs. You may change where you live. I mean, when the North Node is in your sign, there are a lot of changes that happen, and they're necessary because it's time. That's all. It's just time to release and let go and move forward and step towards your destiny. And so, embrace the opportunity to fulfill the destiny that you set up in your chart, in your, when you chose to incarnate at this time, you picked your birth chart, and there are lots of things in it. This is why I really, this is why I'm going to offer that course. The course is going to be starting January 9th, where we're going to look at our birth charts and how things are placed and what they're set up, and discover where our destiny is and what our superpowers are and what karmic things that we come here to release. And so if you want to know more about that, check it out. There's a little 4.5-minute video on my channel page with more details about it. But I think that, Gemini, you would really get a lot out of this. I really think so. I think we're doing Leo, right? And we are. All right, Leo. Here we go. Okay, Leo, you have exercise is key. You are a fire sign, and when you are feeling stressed out, a really excellent way to release some of that anxiety and pent-up energy is to exercise. You have exercise is key, and you have acceptance. Please help me to accept that everything is going in the right direction. This be a fire sign thing. Okay, so you don't need to have all the details. You don't need to know everything. You need to allow and trust for the process to happen. Choose what it is that you want to do. Choose the direction you want to move in. That is choice, and it's free will choice, and it's completely and totally up to you. All right, Leo rising, I see that. Okay, so yeah, and then so there's that energy of choosing what it is you want, moving in that direction, and then trusting that the universe is going to help and put things in your path that you need. It says an abundant life is an abundant life. It's not abundance all by itself. An abundant life isn't just about finances. An abundant life is about the work-life balance, having the relationships, having the joy, having the fun, being able to relax when you want, being able to, work hard. Leos work hard, but they also play hard. And I think that maybe Leos more than any can really recognize that abundance is not abundance all by itself. In case anyone else asks, see yourself in the throes of living. So it is about all of it. It is about truly having it all, right? And Leo, because Leo's sun, I think, feels fairly confident in themselves, and find that Leo rising are working on feeling confident in themselves, but they generally get there with practice. I think the practice comes from recognizing that people are attracted to your energy, and they will follow you, and it's just a matter of you believing in yourself. So dwell on what you love. Dwell on what you love. Asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. Neither will ever be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know in what new directions they will grow. I wouldn't change a leaf on you. Dwell on what you love. My suggestion would be, what I think they're saying here is that when you're in a relationship with someone, focus on the things you love about them and don't ask them to change other things. But again, it helps if everybody's authentically themselves. So if it is something that's not working for you, it's not about asking them to change. If it's something you really truly can't accept, then it's not the right situation for you. If, on the other hand, the problem is that they just never pick up those towels in the corner, and you really hate those wet towels in the corner of the bathroom, then that's different than whether or not they're a drug dealer, right? So, I mean, focus on the things that you love about them. And I think that, how we feel is always a choice. Really, it is. And so if you want to feel in love with somebody, if you want to have that sensation of it, then you think about it, right? You're like, you allow yourself to feel that. You just look at someone and you focus on what it was that you loved about them in the first place. And you just look at them and you choose to look at them through the eyes of love, right? And so that is what you're being encouraged to do. Oh, okay. Look, you got this one too. Doesn't surprise me. You are across the zodiac from Aquarius. And so I find that a lot of times that those energies translate back and forth, and then you have this beautiful card right here. And you have 14 and 15, you have a progression, which is also interesting because when you think about how many years I've had these cards, they shouldn't be next to each other. Okay, so you have beautiful intentions of doing well in this world and having a lasting and positive effect on the planet. This was a part of the divine plan you created for yourself before you came here. Those inner aspirations and the daydreams associated with them are whisperings of your soul calling to you for your purpose, to your purpose. This is all part of your journey. The time has come to take the steps necessary to set this dream in motion, and this is Revelations. There are new beginnings ahead. The veil is being lifted to reveal something new that was previously not available to you. In one way, this can relate to a new environment, such as moving to a new location or changing jobs. However, it can also denote the revealing of a new perspective. That what you previously held as truth was only a portion of the whole. All is being revealed to you now. From here, you can operate with a new view, seeing things as they really are. Wow, that's some big stuff, Leo. So, Leo, you're just being really asked to accept people and situations for what they are, to not need to know everything right now, but to be moving in the direction that you would like to go, to allow yourself to learn and to grow, and to view things from a new perspective, and to dwell on the aspects of people and situations and where you work or whatever. Focus on the things that you really love, and ignore the things that just kind of annoy you, as long as they don't go against the core of who you are, right? You should never sacrifice the core of who you are for anything. Okay, Aries. Jen, are you still with us, or did you fall asleep? Elena's moving. Oh, you're moving to a different country. Holy cow. Where are you moving to? Okay. Aries, you're next. Oh, this contact is really bugging me. Oh, Jen, you are here. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Wait, you're moving to New York? Where are you at now? I don't know. New York feels like another country, and I'm in the United States. Okay, Jen. Okay, Jen, you have prayer works. But I want to tail. Oh, you're in Canada. Okay. All right. So, Jen, you have divine intervention and prayer works. I shouldn't just say Jen. Aries. So sorry. This feels so heavy and serious. Because of the picture here, this is like a surgery. So whatever your health concern is this year, whether it's something as this feels like physical health. It does not feel like anxiety or any of those things. So it does definitely have this energy around it of a physical health situation. So if you are trying to eat healthier and to and you're waiting on a surgery because of COVID, you haven't been able to get in and get it done, or whatever this is, these are both about prayer, like really asking for the divine intervention and that it is available to you. So, it also could be the way these are worded too. It could be that it's not necessarily your health, but someone around you. But because I was asking for your health, I really want to encourage you to, in general, Aries, to really key in on your physical well-being. If it's not something that you've been actively working on, and now is a good time to start. If you haven't had your annual physical in a while, then maybe, when it's safe to do so. But I don't even know if waiting too long to just get a basic checkup is such a bad idea here. I don't want to freak everybody out. This isn't going to be for everybody. I really would like something else here. Okay. I do think it's about you taking care of your physical well-being so that you don't end up in this situation, because we have easy does it. Let the healing occur, and exercise is key. And so if there's some kind of a surgery that you have, and you get the afterwards they have the you got to go to the physical therapist or stuff like that, be willing to do those things. Oh, you do have a surgery scheduled. Okay. Okay. Deal, I'm living in your head because I want to. Okay, so finances. Ever notice how when someone dreams of happiness, abundance, health, romances, or friendships, they never have to wonder if it's in their best interest? But when someone dreams of a specific house, employer, love interest, deadline, dollar amount, or diet fad, they often end up contradicting themselves. Keep your end results general. Everything else is just a how. So again, it's what is the end result that you want to achieve? How does it make you feel? I want to feel healthy. I want to feel financially secure, whatever it is that you want to feel. Really hold on to the feeling, take a step in that direction, and then be open to the shifting, the change. There's going to be a lot of shifting and changing this year. I have to tell you, it's important that you will be flexible. And I think Aries, you are very capable of that, being a initiating sign. Wow. Okay. Love is never in vain. Love is never in vain. When you finally see that this whole time space thing is about, you're going to laugh and you're going to cry and you're going to be so, 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 so happy you loved as much as you did. Love is never wasted. When you love someone else, you learn the importance of love. And love, the more love that's out there in the universe, the better. And if someone is unable to receive or return that love, that doesn't mean you can't, that loving them was wrong. But it really starts with loving yourself first, right? And so you can love, gosh, I have several kinds of relationships in my life where I have chosen to, they don't have to love me, but I can love them. And it is okay. And it doesn't make me feel less than, and I don't feel depleted. But love that makes you feel depleted is not healthy, right? So it starts with filling up your own cup of love first so that you're never depleted. And then it's okay to love anybody. Because there is, in that moment of, in that sharing, in that giving of yourself that way, that you learn how love is like a balloon that can expand forever. It can expand forever. So, and once you love someone, I mean, if you've ever really loved them, then you love them. Like, anyone who says, well, I'm not in love with you anymore, what does that even mean? Like, did you never love me? So it's okay to love. And then you have a joy or extraordinary uniqueness. And this is a big theme this year. I think people are going to, this year, I think it's a theme that's going to grow and expand. Do you know, we're in Aquarius age, talk about uniqueness, right? Do you know what you've created? No, besides an intergalactically known saunter named after you? Really? Inspiration. In the eyes that have watched you, hope in the minds that have admired you, and love in the hearts that have known you. But you might ease up your sachet before someone gets hurt. You are extraordinary, Aries. Your ability to find the joy in the moment is the most fascinatingly interesting thing I have ever seen. I just, the curiosity and the courage to just, I don't even think it takes courage. Do you guys even stop and think, or you just go and do stuff? You live life out loud, and it's beautiful, and that's extraordinary. So many people live in fear. I don't find that Aries do. And so love that about you. Love it about yourself. Okay. Here is your destiny card. Number 6, that's a soulmate number. It says breakthrough. There is a thin veil which separates us from other dimensions of existence. You are now energetically breaking through the veil. You may be experiencing knowing or feelings of other dimensions. Your consciousness is moving beyond the third dimensional realm. Embrace the moments of clarity and understanding that flow with this greater knowing. And as you break through the veil, you are in closer contact with your guides and other divine beings who are here to aid you on your journey. This is why prayer is so important too. I just want to say, if you are breaking through the veil and having these opportunities to connect, you know, then spend the time talking to them. And prayer is not, there's so many ways to pray, but I've been known to pray like, what the hell was that? Because seriously, sometimes that's the prayer. So, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter. You talk like they're your friends because they are. They're here to love you and support you. So whatever it takes, right? So it does look like a needle poking through. Oh, that's your dog's name is Opie? That's so adorable, Gretchen. By the way, that picture of you and your dog, oh my God, so freaking cute. So freaking cute. All right, so who's up? I don't think we're at Scorpio yet. I think we have, oh, I was wrong. It's Scorpio. What? Scorpio saving the best for us. Here we go. Here we go. Why is it the best? Right, Cherokee? Right. We do. All right. Scorpio, health. You have leaving a stressful situation behind. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and the willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. Congratulations, Scorpio. Congratulations. I have been watching the spiritual journey of Scorpio since I started this channel 2 years ago. And Scorpio, you guys have been going through it. Holy cow. And this year I was watching the breakthroughs happening, and now 2021, you're getting it done. Hey, Kay, you made it. You made it. Just in time. I'm just about getting ready to start pulling the cards for the individuals. So you're perfect timing. So Scorpio, finances, what do we have? You have the great thing about material things, those you have and those you don't have, is that they never lie about what you've been thinking. Again, you're going to manifest what you think about. If you think you're abundant, you will manifest abundance. If you think that you are lacking, you are going to manifest lack. This energy is so freaking potent right now. Really got to watch what you're thinking. And utilize that to your benefit, right? Utilize it for your benefit. So make it work. Make it work. All right. For love, Scorpio, you have do something new, something different. Being a fixed sign, that's not always easy, right? To try something new, but hey, you're leaving this stressful situation, so get out there and live a little. Ever notice how it's easier to fall in love and be fallen in love with when you're busy? Thank goodness. Right? So like, again, when you're out there and you're living your life, that's when you're going to meet people who are on the same, that like the same things, that do the same things, that have the same resonance of level. So go do something for yourself if you're trying to attract love in that you enjoy, and allow it to happen, because you've got time. It's not going to, you're leaving a stressful situation, allow time to heal, to get to know yourself, to love yourself, to allow things to fall into place, whether that is a job that you're leaving or a relationship that you're leaving, or a family situation that you're leaving, whatever it is. All right. Love you, Gretchen. We'll talk soon. Okay. So ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to. You've got time. The relationship is coming. In the meantime, don't be bored. Try something new. Allow yourself to be you. Focus on what you want to create and manifest. Looks really good. And then you get the romantic relationship card. Scorpio, looking good. Okay. Companion's love. This card speaks of passion, creation, and union between lovers. Allowing yourself to be truly seen and vulnerable is an important step in learning to trust. There are many levels of love that can be experienced, but this speaks of the deepest, most intimate of all unions. Through the deep connection, energy is in full flow. Love is source energy, whether we experience the source alone or through meditation or through our connection with another, it is still source. Enjoy it, play in it, and allow yourself to fully embrace all that it has to offer. Ooh, nice way to end that. All right. Cherokee, who's up here? Gretchen, did you leave, or are you still here? Because I'll do your cards first if you're still here. Speak now. Okay. So, Ellen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull for each person that's in here cards on this health, wealth, love, and destiny only tonight. I'll be really honest. I think that you know the answer to the question that you just asked. Scorpio has such great intuition. So, Anna, what did you say your sun was? I think did you say you had Pisces moon? I don't even remember. But I would need to know your rising sign is actually what I need to know. Yeah, so what I'm going to do for everybody tonight is I'm going to pull you cards from these decks for you. And so you don't actually need to have a specific question tonight to ask, because what I'm going to do is it is your personal life. We did the general there, and those are those things, but some of, specifically for you, we're going to cover health, wealth, love, and destiny. And I'm going to start with Scorpio Sun, Cancer Moon, Leo Rising. Okay, Leo Rising. So what I would say with Leo Rising is in your arena of groups and group activities, that's Gemini. That's where the North Node is. I would watch what's going on there in the North Node and Gemini, and groups and group activities for the direction that you're heading in. What are you releasing is coming out of your fifth house of fun and romance, and so creativity. So being willing to change and let go and release things that hold you back from being your most creative self. And so here for health, you have Elena, you have children, and asking for a message from your body for health. So children, to me, this is creative projects. And so I think that by creating space out there and releasing and letting go of things that limit your ability to move forward on something that you truly want to do. And if you're moving, it must be for, are you moving because of a job or something? Because, you know, there's opportunities there. You also have to ask your body for a message. And so again, that is that feeling into the energy of your body and what is it telling you. For wealth, it says it doesn't get any more beautiful or more magical or any richer or any easier than things are right now, until, of course, you start expecting it to get more beautiful and magical and richer and easier, at which point I hope you have a really, really good broker. So again, focusing on what it is that you want, and allowing yourself, it's actually to go work with children. That's fantastic. Okay, so focus on it being magical. Just believe that whatever it is that you're doing, it's magical. It's going to create emotional abundance and financial abundance. And choose to live in the energy of joy and happiness. And I want to say, don't complain. Not because you're a complainer or anything, but because when we complain, then we're going to manifest more of that crap. So really, like, focusing on always staying in the higher vibrational energy. You have two amazing cards. You have enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness, and if they loved you once, if they once loved you, they still do. So this is about, you know, understanding how truly amazing you are. And again, if anyone thinks for every single time you ever fell in love, whether it was or was not obvious, whether or not it lasted, whether or not you were loved back, it changed everything. And actually, you're always loved back. So focusing on creating joy in your life, in the day-to-day, in the moment, is just going to increase the abundance coming for you. So, all right. And then your destiny cards. Wow. So again, that romantic love card for you, Helena, that's that companion card. And you also have, this is the card that she chose to use for her dot card. So this is beautiful. This is number 41. So Path of the Soul, the complete opening of the heart center. That, you know, working with children can do that for you. Your will and the divine will are merging. This is the next step in the journey to ascension, operating fully from a place of love. Trust each and every step you're guided to take, even if you do not understand it in the moment. There may be times when you feel overwhelmed with all you've been given. You are in full flow with the intuitive guidance, creative ideas, tasks, and undertaking. You may experience a mix of emotional and physical occurrences, but know that this is a natural part of the process. It looks like a really fabulous year ahead for you. I hope you stay in contact with us and keep us informed, because that looks magical. It looks really magical. All right, Cherokee. Dale is next. Thank you. I asked Cherokee to keep track for me because I knew I would never figure it out. Look at her all over it. Dale is next. Hey, Dale. Oh, you're welcome, Elena. I'm excited. That was beautiful. Love that energy. Okay, so Dale, specifically for you, we're going to cover health, wealth, love, and destiny. So the general messages that came in, plus what we get here, is a really great way to utilize all that. If sobriety comes up for you again, girl, I'm telling you what, we're ringing in the new year together because I need someone to pop the cork with. We can do it on Zoom. Oh my God. What is going on here? Okay. It's about food. You have organic foods. Thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use organic products. It's about your anxieties, giving your cares and your fears over to spirit and trusting that they will be okay. You have sunlight, get out and walk, spend some time in the sun as much as you possibly can. If not, at least be sure you're taking a vitamin D supplement, and you have recovery. You have recovery. Thank you for holding my hand throughout my recovery upon the path of radiant health. You are moving in the right direction. You have a lot of guidance and help here. I know you've been making a few changes, and so just keep going with what you're going with here. Try to choose organic foods when you can find them and if you can afford them, because it reduces. Everybody's on the list, Adrian. We won't leave you out, I promise. Denise is after Dale. Okay. All right. So you have an abundant life is an abundant life, not abundance by all by itself. In case anyone asks, you know, see yourself in the throes of living. So again, this is about feeling the flow of the abundance of the universe over you in all things, right? So when you what do you want? What would if you're having trouble feeling abundant or feeling the love or feeling the joy or the happiness, think of something that brings you the joy and the happiness. For some people, it's a pet, maybe your grandchild, or something where you like, where every time you think of it, it just makes you smile. Whenever you're feeling a little down, you take that thought and you think about it and you really seal that energy into your heart, and just for a moment at a time, allow yourself to feel what that feels like, and then move through your day. And then you have a time to make a demonstration. The older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile, and the sooner to say, I love you. They also skip and wink more than normal and hold hands with those they walk beside. This sounds like love on the horizon, Dale. The older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile, the sooner to say, I love you. They also skip and wink. Look for somebody who's very young at heart, who's a little flirty, who will say what they think, that will share and put that energy out there, right? We're not looking for somebody that you have to pry the I love yous out of. That is not the person for you. That feels like Spirit is saying, keep your eye open for the one that's a little cheeky, a little sassy, but makes you laugh. That makes you laugh and is willing to grab your hand and walk with you, right? So, okay. And then you have this limitless card. This is beautiful. I love that card so much. Boundless. This card is without limits. It is eternal and infinite. Either you are just beginning to experience your own unlimited nature, or you're holding yourself back from it. This card asks you to remove any doubts and fears you may have. Remember, give them your cares. Release them. Anytime you start to feel fear, just say, I turn this fear over to Saint Raphael. Uh-oh. And I'm back. Turn your fears and cares over to Saint Raphael. Ask him to help heal your fears and So this card asks you to remove any doubts and fears you may have, move forward in faith, knowing that the only limits you will ever experience are the ones you have created for yourself based on your own beliefs. A world without boundaries or limits is opening to you. Anything and everything is possible, including whoever this is that's going to skip and wink beside you and hold your hand. So that's beautiful. Okay, so Denise is next. Denise, Marlita, Rudy, John, Nancy, Adrian, Kay. Wow. All right. Cherokee. You're welcome, Dale. I'm Dale. I'll be having the group meeting tomorrow night, so I'll send you the link for that, okay? Happy New Year to you. Hope I see you tomorrow night. Okay, Denise. Oh, man. Okay. Denise, you need some sleep, girl. Okay. So, Denise, you're holding stress in your body big time. You need a good night's sleep. We all could use one of those. You have asked your body for a message, but because you have a good night's sleep here and prayer works, I feel like there's a lot of anxiousness and anxiety. And so I think that before you go to bed at night, you practice laying in bed and breathing out negative energy, and then feel your body starting from the toes, working your way through your body. You know, relax my toes, relax my ankles, relax my calves, and just kind of work your way through that to help bring yourself into sleep. And right before you do that, though, I would take time to spend a little time in gratitude and prayer about the good things, whatever they are. So you're somebody who would definitely benefit from counting your blessings a little bit right before you go to bed, and then working your way through a self-relaxation to allow yourself to sleep better. Because I think a lot of times if we get enough sleep, we feel able to handle the day. If you wake up in the middle of the night, as many of us do, do the relaxation again. Count your blessings instead of worrying about things. Focus on the positive, because really it's going to be in the best way to pull yourself up out of this energy and to manifest the positive stuff is just to focus on it. So for abundance, you're wondering how would be as silly as me asking. Okay, so again, it's that same thing. And I think Cancer got this one. It isn't about how it's going to happen. It's about believing that it will. It's focusing on what it is that you want. And then it says, I'm sorry, but concerning your dream job, did you want a salary, royalties, commissions, or all of these? How many weeks vacation are you expecting? Are you willing to share the New York apartment? Oh, and should your London assistant speak French, or will your French be sufficient by then? And the whole point of this is it helps you be really clear about what you want. Not how it's going to happen, but what it is specifically that you're asking for. Because right now, the ability to manifest what we are thinking about is incredibly high. So what is it that you want? Right? What is it specifically that you are looking for that you really want to create? That is where you are going to be successful. So when you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't get back to sleep, start thinking about specifically what it is you want, not the fears. As far as love goes, you needn't worry. Things are about to get really juicy. There is no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. And a little heads up on an addiction that afflicts all really old souls. Giving love eventually becomes even greater than the need. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. I think Cancer had that card. Everything that you need, you're going to have by focusing on it. Literally being grateful for things along the way, and then so saying thank you, and all I keep hearing is she needs to not worry. She needs to not worry. She needs to not worry. Don't worry about it. The worrying is blocking the flow of abundance. And so instead, find the things that are around that you can count your blessings about and focus on that. It's a beautiful card here. It's number 43. That's a 7, which is a spiritual number. Wow. Universal connection. The guidance you are now receiving is truly universal. Take time daily to connect with your guides and angels. They wish to connect with you as much as you wish to connect with them. They are working very closely with you and you are being encouraged to journal at this time. So for you, I think they're asking for you to actually journal. Sit down and write down what it is that you're grateful for and what it is specifically, being as clear as possible about what it is that you're trying to manifest into your life. This is a great story you are writing. It is your personal story and it is unique to you and only you. Write poetry to express the emotions you're feeling. Write down your dreams and the synchronistic events that occur. So that would be what you want to bring in and what you're grateful for. And this card calls for you putting your connection and experience with spirit into writing. Okay, you have to write a joy journal. So I don't care if you just use a school notebook paper, whatever you use, it doesn't matter. But Denise, that is such a strong message about actually writing it down. So, all right. I have lost track. Cherokee, who's next? Merlita? Okay. You're welcome, Denise. All right, Marlita is next. Is it Merlita or Marlita? I guess that's an M-E. I cannot hardly see. All right, Marlita. What do we got? Marlita, thank you. Okay. Wow. Marlita, what do you do for a living? Do you work with Nancy? It says here, use your natural healing abilities. Thank you for clearly guiding and encouraging and supporting my healing work. this sounds to me like this feels a lot like your compassionate heart is making a huge difference, whether or not you are aware of it. That everybody else has been, the journal messages and everything have been about what can we do to help ourselves, and yours comes out with what you are doing that helps others. So I went back in to get a little bit for you, and you have stay positive and accept. It says, please help me to accept that everything is going in the right direction. So this is just about trusting and being in the flow. But if you are healing other people, if you have the ability to do that, then you are probably pretty good at staying in flow with spirit. And so using that positive energy to allow you to stay in flow, and the work you're doing matters. And so whether or not you hear it from the people that you help, your work matters. And so the universe, I think, it feels like a big thank you for your efforts, is what that feels like. Okay, so you have here, the trick with spending money lies in knowing with every fiber of your being that it will return, and so it must. So in other words, you have more than enough, and there's always more on the way. And the secret to getting rich is knowing that you already are and then acting like it. So if you're somebody who is afraid to spend money because you think you won't have more, the universe is saying it's okay. Money is energy, and energy that you give out comes back to you. So if you're thinking, well, I don't know about that, I think it depends on where you're spending it, right? So if you're spending it because it's something that brings you a lot of joy and happiness, that's energy. If you're spending it, when you donate your time or your energy to things, I just feel like that the work you do is in order to attract money, and you have to be willing to spend it. That is an energetic law of attraction kind of thing. So and I'm sorry to say that you got this card. It's not only about being right. This card keeps showing up tonight. We are all being told this a lot. In all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who is right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. So as much fun as it is to be right, sometimes it's best to choose to be happy. I feel like when you're confident in trusting in the universe, and you really want something, and you're like, I can afford this because I know I'll get this money back. I know I will. When you believe that, then the money comes back. So I don't want you, I think, I keep seeing the Four of Pentacles is what I keep seeing in my head. And the Four of Pentacles is somebody who's so afraid to share that they cling tightly, but then their hands are full and they aren't open to receiving more. So, sometimes you got to give a little to get a little, to get a lot. You have number 17. This is that pearls of wisdom and knowledge and gifts or something. Treasures. What was once hidden from view can now be seen. Lying within you are many inner treasures and gifts. They used the wrong word. It shouldn't, but anyways, this is your time of discovery. You have special and unique skills that you have hidden like pearls in a shell. It is happening now. Stay grounded and clear. The spiral in the card shows the universal energies are working with you to help uncover what lies within. Understand, however, that once fully uncovered, you are asked to use these gifts in service of others to the planet. The healing. I feel like an opportunity is going to come up this year for you that will give you more opportunity to help at a deeper level on some way or the other. So just be open to that. Be open to seeing it when it happens. That looks very interesting. So Rui's next. Thank you. Thank you, Cherokee. You're doing an amazing job. Yeah, Marlene, I don't remember what you said your signs were. That's an interesting question there, Cherokee. All right, Rui, you're next. Are you still with us? Oh, you do? Okay, there you go. All right. All right. So, Rui, are you still with us here, girl? All right, so you have consultant nutritionist, and I believe that card came out for one of your primary three. Because you said yes, because you said it was about food. So yes, focusing in on the food. You're welcome, Marlita. It was really nice to meet you. Rui is gone? Okay. All right, well. Rui, I'm just going to tell you what this card is in case you come back to listen to this later. But it says, do you know what's a million times better than getting to the top of the mountain? Getting there after having been lost. That totally sounds like a conversation we had recently. Oh, you are here? Okay, Rui is here? All right. Well, Rui, did you hear that? What is better than getting to the top of the mountain is getting there after you have been lost. So that's amazing. So your health card was about consulting a nutritionist. Oh. All right. So consulting a nutritionist. And then you have, in case anyone should ask, your heart isn't so large because of your wings. It is your wings that are so large because of your heart. Sometimes loving someone can be pretty heavy. Thank you for all you've shared. It's not just one of those nutty buddy algorithm things. You glow and we beam. Oh, the universe is celebrating that big old heart of yours there, Rui. That is wonderful. They're also, encouraging you to keep going, to keep moving. Or she was burning the candle at both ends and it exploded. Okay, so again, you have this uncovering these treasures that you have, and then we have this card, which to me looks very much like a deer. Big old antlers. Okay, number 17, again, very Popular card tonight. What was once hidden from view can now be seen. Lying within you are many inner treasures and gifts. This is your time of discovery. You have special and unique skills that you have hidden, like pearls in a shell. It is happening now. Stay grounded and clear. The spiral in the card shows that the universal energies are working with you to help uncover what lies within. Understand, however, that once fully uncovered, you will be asked to use these gifts in service to others and the planet. So that project that you're working on, I think, is definitely going to be important. And this one is nature. It is time to return to nature and reconnect. Enjoy the scent of flowers or, mud. Walk quietly by the ocean, hug a tree, and get rooted in the core of Mother Earth. It is time to look within. Nature will bring you back on track. Watch, listen, breathe, and connect. Feel a pulse of life streaming throughout and fully and naturally. Through our hearts, we are connected to all things, including our higher self. Sit quiet in your mind, place your hand on your heart, and connect. It is time for you to find your truth. Spend as much time as you can this year out in nature to bring you back to center. It won't always be cold and nasty like this, but have you ever went for a walk in the snow? And you stand underneath like a street light or a floodlight and you look up and it feels like you're flying. It is the coolest feeling ever. So try to find an opportunity to do that this winter if you can. It's kind of a neat way to connect with nature in the freaking cold. That's really a unique and amazing experience. So, all right, Jen. All right. You are at the beginning, but it feels really very filled with potential. I do not answer questions like that, Jen. That is a question that needs to be discussed with the medical personnel, and I am not answering that question. I'm so sorry. Okay. But we'll just see what, if anything, we get here. Huh. John, they told you to go caffeine free. Are you caffeine free? You have caffeine free, girl. It's my most dreaded card when I get that one. Cherokee asked me some questions like that too. You don't drink caffeine, so I'm gonna pull another card. I didn't think you did either. So it's just like I dread that card. They might have been talking to me. That's it here. Okay, they really want you to focus on your diet, eating organic, and it's the sobriety. Thank you for adjusting my cravings in healthful direction so that I desire life-affirming foods and beverages. So, I don't know. Maybe there isn't a card in here that says anything about waters, and so maybe it's more about hydration. Yeah, I know sugar, right? But okay. So every single day, I am pressing out and reeling in the abundance you're making room for in your life. As I observe everything you think and say and do. Oh, okay. This is the card of what you think and say and do is what you're going to manifest. Like that is like a big freaking deal. So, good night, Rui. Are you leaving? You're welcome. All right. And then we have, what is the shortest distance between have and have not? What is distance? They are definitely saying here, whatever it is you're thinking, you're going to manifest. Whether it is your health or finances or any other thing that's going on with you, they are definitely doubling down on this whole, what you're thinking about is what you're creating and manifesting. So staying in that beautiful, light-hearted, bright energy that you have is everything. There is no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. You needn't worry. Yeah, it was rhetorical. Sometimes they're trying to be really... Okay, so it says, quick. What is the shortest distance between have and have not? Right. What distance? You're there. So you have what you need, and you can always attract more to you. And as far as the love goes, I think they're talking about every relationship in your life where you have felt like people have not been able to show that they loved you. It's because they are learning how to show it, not because you are not worthy, but because they don't know how to do it. They just don't know how to express it. And that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with what they're struggling with. Unfortunately, you, me, anybody who's been in that situation, it feels personal, but the problem is that it's not really. It's a matter of they can't do it. And so then it comes down to being able to forgive and release and move on and not worry about that, right? Because that's their problem and not yours at that point. You have this beautiful card of Empress energy, the 33. It's a lot like a Buddha. Kuan Yin. We're talking about the inner child again. Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is the Bodhisattva of compassion. In the card, she represents compassion and kindness towards oneself. Stop being hard on yourself. Watch your mind and the words and the judgments that you have about yourself. You are much kinder and more forgiving of others than you are of yourself. It can take many lifetimes to fully embody the lesson of compassion, but you are almost there. This is one of the biggest openings of the heart center that one can experience. You're doing great work. You just keep going. What they're doing, what choices other people make, that's their stuff to figure out. Right? It's not about you. You are a beautiful, gorgeous soul. So much love and so much compassion, so much joy and laughter. Just share it with yourself, and the crap that other people say is the crap that other people say, and you just don't listen to it because they don't know what they're talking about. Because if they really knew you, that isn't what they would say. So, you know. All right. I've lost track. Where are we at? Are we at Nancy, I think? Nancy, yes. All right, Nancy, you're up. She's still with us. She's so quiet, always thinking, and then when she opens up and says something, it's like so profound or funny. Sometimes it's profoundly funny. my gosh. Okay, Nancy, are you here? You have caffeine free because they want to torture you. You have organic foods and you have staying positive. It's about detoxifying. It's about detoxing. You know, the thing about caffeine is it does block the ability to fully receive all the information coming in. But, you know, I think she's gone. She has to work. She's probably gone. What's this thing card before Scott? All right, so we're moving on. Who did you say was next after Nancy? Adrian. Adrian, are you still here? I know, right? I don't know. That's what they say, that it blocks it, but I don't know. Hi, Adrian. Thanks for hanging in there. Okay, let's do it. And then Kay, is Kay still here? What time is it there? Oh, it's only like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Wow. Okay, diet is important here. Reducing or eliminating cravings for unhealthy substances. We have expect a miracle. And prayer works. 2 o'clock. Okay. I'm working on my, so that must be Sydney time. I'm working on it. Okay, so here we go. Adrian, I don't know what, yeah, it says prayer works, expect a miracle. And diet is important here. So I know what the pictures show, but what I feel like is you have a goal, either a health goal or, you know, New Year's resolution goal. I don't know, but I think asking for help along the way as you're working toward these physical changes in your body, either because you're trying to control some kind of a health situation or because you just want to drop a few pounds, no matter what, whatever the situation is, that focusing on what it is that you want and asking for the help, that it's available to you. So that looks pretty good. If that makes any sense. Good night, Marlita. Oh, Nancy, I didn't mean to miss you. I thought you were gone. We will hop right back to you. I started to do yours, but you didn't respond, so I thought you weren't here. But we will do that. Okay, so, Adrian, it says, psst, it's me again, the universe. You deserve more, you know, much more. Try this. Stop trying to predict and therefore limit where it's going to come from, and just know it's going to come, and let me figure out the rest. So again, the big deal here is being willing to surrender the how. It is asking for what it is that you want, what it is that you know, how it will make you feel is important, but how you get there. And then you will be surprised. That's a love card. Ask with love, and their answer may surprise you. Yet, whatever their answer, be happy, and this may surprise them. So, in matters of love, actually in everything in life, it never hurts to ask. But when people, you let somebody know you care about them, and then they, don't respond. Sometimes they don't respond at all. Sometimes they don't respond in the way that you would have preferred. Then, the way I always look at it is, well, you're missing out on a good thing. And that's your problem. And I hope you work it out for yourself, but I'm moving on. Well, look at this. You have this beautiful card that showed up already. I don't remember where, but I really liked the message. It's the rebirth. Now is the time for quiet retreat and rest. It is a wonderful opportunity to nourish your heart, mind, and soul. The Universal Mother has taken you into her womb in preparation for rebirth. You are being called to rediscover yourself. Take clear evaluation of your life, relationships, and your own self-worth. Take time away in solitude. During this time of reflection, you may notice things that no longer serve you. Simply fall away. Things will change during this powerful process. It's okay. Everything is exactly as it should be. You look good. It looks like this is just a year where you think about what it is that you're saying so that you are choosing words that are positive and affirmative so that you bring in the good stuff. Watch what you're eating. Try to go organic whenever possible. Try to stay away from corn. I don't know why they just said that, but okay. And so corn is ubiquitous in everything, like corn oil or corn syrup, whatever. It causes inflammation. So not necessarily easy to do, but increase your intake of anti-inflammatory things such as olive oil, fish, especially like cold water fish like salmon, tuna, taking fish oil tablets, Yes, staying up late tonight. But it's so great because I don't have to work this week. I mean, I work today, but I don't have to work the rest of the week. So I was still trying to get all my Christmas clients done. All right, so Nancy. Nancy, you have laughter is the best medicine. Of course you do. That's perfect. Thank you for reminding me to detach and find humor to find the humor and irony within every human drama. And you have call upon Archangel Raphael for help. So whatever comes along this year, if you're feeling stressed, if you're anything that comes up, you're just being reminded. Good night, Adrian. Thank you for hanging out with us. So yes, look at this. But you have laughter is the best medicine. You and Jen always make me think that way. You guys are willing to laugh and giggle about the biggest crap that's going down in your world. Here's a superpower that you guys have. Oh, but you both have Taurus really strong in your chart, so maybe that has something to do with it. Okay, don't you worry about Cherokee because she already got her reading before we came online. So I think it's lovely that you're remembering her though, but Cherokee got hers. All right, so you have, while it is often thought that happiness may spring from having serious bucks, it actually works best the other way around. So staying in the laughter, staying in the positive, staying in the really a high vibrational energy of this joy and this laughter that puts you in the vibrational energy that draws and attracts opportunities that are higher vibrational to you. Hey, Aries Dawn. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome. Where are you at anyways? I don't even know where you live. Are you in the US or are you in another country? All right. When it comes to love, though, they got a lot to say. I go where you go. Tell me, are you finding that occasional stranger has a crush on you? That for words you're almost mindlessly chosen, hearts broken too long begin to heal? That eyes sometimes well up with tears when it's time to say goodbye? That is remarkable because those are our findings exactly. Your divinity is showing. You also have, you are destined for greatness on the wings of love. Oh, I just hear that song. What is On the Wings of Love? Who sings that? To clarify, the primary roles of love are not to heal, fix, or mend, not to soothe, cure, or ease, not even to refresh, rejuvenate, or restore. Hardly. The primary roles of love are to yahoo, yeehaw, and woohoo. Get your love on. Oh, that's lovely. Love is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be a crutch you hang on to while you're trying to figure out what you're doing in your life, right? That's why we start with loving ourselves first so that we can go out there and just have the fun. So what would love do? Do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly pinpoint your whereabouts? You leave behind footprints of love. This is beautiful cards, Nancy. New Jersey. All right. Yes. Okay. Caffeine free. No, is Nancy running behind us? Nancy, catch up. All right, well, you'll get there. Cherokee. Nancy, can you hear me? Thank you, Cherokee. She must have backed up. All right, Nancy, here is your card. It's beautiful for your destiny card. Good night, Denise. Thank you. It was lovely having you here. Cherokee, would you mind typing in for Nancy that I restarted her reading a little bit later and there is a entire reading for her? Good night, Jen. It was lovely. Happy New Year. Actually, I think I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so this says consciousness. This is a powerful card of change, not physically, but mentally on the subconscious level. There is a healing of your thought process, old patterns, and way of being. There is a large spiritual force working with you now, helping you to rebalance the mental body. You are finding greater clarity and new ways of dealing with life experience. Your inner work has brought you here. You are in the flow of healing. This is a powerful step toward becoming and outwardly expressing your true state of being. You're waking up. You are waking up, and that is beautiful. This is truly beautiful. Yes, go back. Yes, because this is us just wrapping you up now. All right, so K, right? K's next. K, and then Aries Dawn. Is that right? Do I have that right? Although I feel like we lost somebody because I only have 3 people in the chat. And there seems like there's Cherokee and Kay, maybe Aries, except that Nancy's talking, so I don't know. Oh, there's 4 now. All right. Aries Dawn, I think, is here, right? Yep. Okay. Excellent. All right. So, Kay. Kay. This is a lovely card. It says relationship. Not at all about health. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. I think that has to do with that family situation that you are dealing with that you mentioned before. And I think that this means that this year, ask Archangel Raphael to help you to find the way to have the conversations that you need to have in order to get to where you're going. Thank you so much for saying that, Aries, and I really appreciate that. So, is your name Dawn? Or, I don't know, is this like the coolest name? Aries Dawn. All right, so I think, Kay, that you're gonna find a resolution, but I would ask Archangel Raphael to help you, to guide you along the path of love for everyone on that. And then you have for financial, most don't stop to think, but both having money and not having money make fantastic adventures possible that wouldn't otherwise be possible. The same goes for having and not having anything else. So I guess what this card is saying, because we got this one earlier tonight, and I kind of was struggling to figure out what it says, but now I kind of get what they're saying is, in life there's choices, just choices. And no matter which choice you choose to do or have or to go with, or to, like in your situation that you're working out there, there's just choices, and each path will be an adventure. You will learn something, you will grow, you will have experience, right? And that's what we're here to do, is to grow, to learn, to become. So it almost doesn't really matter on one level. There's no right or wrong, there's just choices. And each choice has its own set of challenges and rewards. And so I think that was the message there. So in that way, if you take the pressure off of the how you get there or whatever, then I think it makes it easier for you to be able to negotiate in a loving way the situation. Good God, you have so much love coming out here. You have what it takes. Everyone is doing their best. Everyone is doing their best. And do you know what, it says you know what to do. And turn on your love light. Okay, so always follow your heart unless it is broken, and then you must lead it back into love. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? And there are really only 2 types of people: those you love now and those you will love, until there's only one type of person, and then we'll probably hit replay. This is the game of life. And in all battles of the heart over the mind, go with your heart. In all battles of the mind over the heart over the mind, go with the heart, because truly it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than it is for your heart to catch up with your mind. It is a whole lot easier. And sometimes the best way to remain sane is to love like crazy. So whatever, I feel like they're saying, how can you how can you pour love into the situation to resolve it? And again, asking Archangel Raphael to help you, because I don't think anybody should have to give everything away. Obviously not. You know, you have the right to your choices and stuff too. But by really just focusing on what's in the best and the highest good of all, and what would love do choice, right? And then you have this beautiful card. It's 32. That's a 5. It's about change. It's a beautiful card. The nurturing universe. Of course, that's what it is. This card encompasses all aspects of being divinely nurtured and supported. It calls to allow the full flow of loving energy within you to nurture and support you. The spiraling, healing energy is available to you at all times. It surrounds you and embraces you. You are never alone on your journey. You are always supported and cared for. This nurturing feminine energy calls you to her arms. Rest with her for a while. Let her soothe your heart, heal your wounds, and gently and lovingly guide you onto your path. So, you've been seeing 555, yeah. Me too. This year, gosh, I don't know how crazy it's going to get. I just feel like it's going to get really crazy. And I think that I don't know if it's going to be that crazy, or that it just feels like it after the world stood still. So I really don't know. Interesting. You're right, Aries. That was a very nice reading. Did you tell me what your name is? And I missed it. So your name is Dawn. Okay. Yes, it is. That's what that yes, it is was. I had to go back and look. All right. So can I call you Dawn? Because as much as I love Aries Dawn, and it is such a cool name, I love the name Dawn. I had a friend when I was growing up, and that was her name. And she was just this bright, shiny. She was probably an Aries, to be honest, because they seem to always like laugh and want to do things that are a little adventurous. Energy feels zingy. Excellent. All right, Kay. Well, thanks for stopping in. Happy New Year to you. You'll be there long before we will. Like 16 hours before I will be. Wow, this card, Prayer Works, has come up so much. So you have avoid allergens. So prayer works. So whatever is going on. Hey, good night, Nancy. Oh, thank you so much. You have a great day tomorrow. I'm planning to do a meeting tomorrow night if everybody wants to come. I will send you the link, okay? All right, so avoid allergens. So I got that card once, and then like the next week, I was swimming at the pool and the chlorine was out of balance and I got really sick. So allergens aren't necessarily like whether or not you know you have an allergy. Like I got really sick, and for a while I couldn't swim in chlorine. But I have been able to do it since then. But it was like, wow. Because they were trying to teach me how to do a flip turn. So I'd flip and I'd be under the water and I would start laughing because I couldn't get up. So not only am I in this overly chlorinated water, but I'm drinking it in because I'm laughing so hard. So it really was a bad experience. Okay, so prayer works. So I feel like this year, connecting, spending time in meditation and prayer, Happy New Year, TK, will be really important. So spending time on that. So as far as finances goes, so what if it takes a long time? So pack your patience.
So what if it's already taken longer than you thought? So what if it will still take longer? The day will nevertheless arrive. It always does. When all your prior efforts, determination, persistence will seem a paltry price indeed, as you are lifted lifted higher, as if by chariots of fire into the realms of previously unimagined, and then you will think to yourself, wow, that was fast. Dawn, do you know your chart really well? Do you know what your moon and your rising is? Are you do you have Pisces strong in your chart is what I'm wondering. Because this feels like that whole Pisces has needs to be patient this year as they're working on some financial thing, and that had that energy around it. Okay, so it's not a matter of whether or not you can afford it, swing it or handle it. It's a question of whether or not the universe can. So whatever it is, it's coming. And there's just a need for financially, there's a need to have some patience for Leo rising and Cancer moon. Okay. So, well, you personally have something going on. Leo rising. That makes Taurus in your 10th house of career. Pisces in your 8th house of transformation and other people's money. Dwell on what you love. You have Mercury in Pisces. People must really like talking to you with Mercury and Pisces. You probably say all the sweet, soothing things. And Saturn in Pisces is not full out Saturn. Saturn's like, you have to have limits, and Pisces is like, no, I don't. Oh my God. All right, so you have dwell on what you love. Asking someone to change is like pruning a tree, neither will be the same again. So this is dwell on the things that you like about people and not focusing on the negative stuff so that you can stay in the higher vibrational energy of life, which is really lovely, right? So yeah, Chiron, do I have Chiron in Pisces? I have Chiron in Pisces. We must be about the same age. I have Chiron in Pisces. And my moon is in Pisces, but well, we can't be. You're younger than I am because I have Saturn in Aquarius. So I could practically guess your age because you have Chiron in Pisces with Saturn. Oh my God. All right. Here we go. Oh, this is a beautiful card. I love this card. Look at that. I won't tell, right? We can't tell, right? All right, so this right here, well, because then everybody would know how old I am. I'm not going down the road. Okay, so here we go. This card is an ascension energy. This is really beautiful energy. So you have, it says Egyptian eagle. This is the time to release all of your past ideals that no longer serve you. If you have been doing the inner work, what did you say you were? Leo rising. 5th house of creativity. Okay. All right. So if you have been doing the inner work, this card represents its completion and a shift into the new. If you're just beginning, this card represents that it is time to begin your inner work as we make these great gifts. these great whoa, wow, life shifts. Those who were once close seem to drift away. Take time to thank them for the lessons you have shared. Egyptian eagle offers higher perspective and a viewpoint. So, South Node, where you need to be releasing and creating space for you, is happening in your 5th house of creativity, fun, romance, kids. You might be having some children leaving home around this time. Things just creating space to allow you to move to the next level of your own personal enlightenment process. So this is a big year for you. Also, Pisces. So Jupiter is going to come into Pisces for a little bit and will at some point, depending on where in Saturn you have your Mercury and where Saturn and Mercury are in your chart, might come into conjunction with those and expand. But I'm thinking it's got a lot more to do with the South Node and what you're releasing and letting go so that you can create and manifest new things coming in. Next year, the North Node's going to shift into Taurus, which is your career sector. So in 2022. So there is an opportunity for some kind of a change around that area of your life too coming up. If you want it, then thinking about it now might be a good idea. So, all right. Was that helpful in any way? I hope. Really good to see you here, and everybody that came and hung out. I see we have 5 people in the chat. If you would like cards pulled for you, now would be a really good time to pop in your name so that I know we got Aries and we have Dawn here, Cherokee here, Kay here, and I don't know who else. So speak now or we're going to have to cut this off, right? It's been a marathon. You're welcome. All right. Well, Happy New Year to you. Ladies, have a great evening. Thank you so much, Cherokee. Oh my gosh. So my eyes are really I'm having trouble reading and stuff because my eyes are really jacked up, and that my sat is in Pisces. And it looked like it said something else, and it was so funny. Oh gosh. And I was like, I don't need to know that. All right, well, you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys soon. If you have not checked out the videos for this week, you'll want to do that because those dragon messages were pretty awesome. All right, you guys take care. Happy New Year. Bye, Cherokee.